The hallowed halls of London's High Court became the stage for a royal meltdown this week as Prince Harry, visibly shaken and fighting back tears, delivered a searing testimony against the British media. With a voice cracking under the weight of his conviction, the Duke of Sussex declared that the relentless spotlight has made his wife, Meghan Markle's life an absolute misery. It was a moment designed for maximum emotional impact. A prince shielding his princess from the vicious dragons of the press. Yet, beneath the dramatic waterworks and the narrative of a victimized duchess, a more complex and controversial reality emerges. While Harry points the finger at the paparazzi, a growing chorus of critics argues that the misery he describes is not just a byproduct of media intrusion, but the inevitable fallout of a carefully curated, yet highly polarizing, public persona. In his emotional address on January 21, 2026, Harry didn't hold back. He described a state of being paranoid beyond belief, claiming that the media's obsession with Meghan has reached a fever pitch of unlawful information gathering. To Harry, the narrative is simple: a predatory press is hunting his wife just as they hunted his mother, Princess Diana. He cited racist undertones and outright sexism as the primary weapons used to dismantle Meghan's peace of mind. However, for many observers, this defense feels like a well-rehearsed script. The misery Harry laments is frequently seen by the public as a self-inflicted wound, born from a couple that demands total privacy while simultaneously launching multi-million-dollar Netflix docuseries, Spotify podcasts, and tell-all memoirs like Spare. While Harry plays the role of the protector, Meghan Markle remains the undeniable lightning rod for controversy. Critics argue that the Duchess has systematically alienated the very institution she married into. From the infamous Tiara Gate, involving the late Queen Elizabeth II, to the bullying allegations made by palace staff, which Meghan's camp has consistently dismissed as a calculated smear campaign, the trail of friction is long and well documented. The public skepticism isn't just noise, as Meghan once claimed. It is rooted in what many perceive as a deeply contradictory media strategy. Consider these facts. The couple stepped back as senior royals in 2020, citing a need for privacy, yet they have remained more visible than almost any other world figures, frequently inviting cameras into their private California home for commercial gain. Polls from late 2024 and 2025 show Meghan's favorability at record lows in the UK, around 21%, with critics citing performative behavior. Reports of high turnover among the Sussex's staff, including the recent exit of two high-profile executives in late 2025, fuel the narrative of a difficult and demanding leadership style. Is the media making Meghan's life a misery? Or is Meghan's approach to the media creating a cycle of backlash? Just last week, the Duchess sparked a fresh wave of online hostility after participating in a viral 2016 versus 2026 nostalgia trend on Instagram. Critics labeled the post, which featured a staged-looking throwback of the couple in Botswana, as nauseating and narcissistic. When a public figure uses their private life as currency for a lifestyle brand, like her 2026 Netflix series with Love, Meghan, the line between intrusion and engagement becomes dangerously blurred. Furthermore, the legal battles Harry is currently fighting are seen by some as a mission to control the narrative rather than just protect privacy. By dragging the media to court, Harry ensures that every grievance is aired once more, keeping the misery in the headlines and the Sussex brand at the forefront of the news cycle. Harry's tears may be genuine, but they reflect a man caught between his wife's ambitions and the traditional expectations of the British monarchy. The absolute misery he describes as the friction of two worlds colliding. A royal heritage that demands never complain, never explain, and a Hollywood-style PR machine that thrives on conflict and victimhood. While Harry pleads for an apology and accountability from the tabloids, the public continues to ask for accountability from the Duchess. As long as Meghan Markle remains the architect of a narrative that casts her as the perpetual outsider and victim, the media spotlight will continue to burn. Not because of a campaign of hate, but because the world remains fascinated by the controversy she so consistently generates.